Senator Bernie Sanders has done a response to the State of the Union 2 years, for 2 years. He started 2 years ago, and he announced that he's going to be doing the same thing this year, making 3 years straight. Now, Senator Bernie Sanders, he always does it on his social media platform. He talks to his supporters. This is not done during Trump's address. This is not done during the Democratic response. This is done afterwards.
After. So whatever a Democrat is poised to have the main stage, or is employed to have the main stage after the State of the Union.
Yes.
There's other responses too, but that usually happens after the main one.
It usually happens after. Again, yeah, we're just talking about Bernie Sanders, but usually there are other people that give a response.
Right.
But again, this is about Bernie Sanders. It seems as though there are many people that are frustrated and annoyed by the fact that Bernie Sanders is going to be given
Any
a response
at all.
Yes.
Period.
And it seems to be for a particular reason. So let's go to Twitter to highlight that reason. Zerlina Maxwell, she is a political analyst. She has made multiple appearances on cable news networks. She was also the director of progressive media for the 2016 Hillary Clinton campaign. So that's something to keep in mind. But anyway, on Twitter, she says, it would be dope if Bernie was like, I don't need to do a State of the Union response because a capable black woman has got that covered. But he couldn't and didn't, and black women will see that, and we won't forget it. Hashtag taking note.
Taking note of what? What is she actually taking note of? And what is she actually pointing to that black women and black people should not forget? She's going to hold a grudge against Bernie Sanders and employ black women and black people in general to hold a grudge against Bernie Sanders because he's doing what he always has done, or doing what he has done the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So he's giving a response to the State of Union address, which is fairly normal.
Yeah.
A response even though he is not employed to be the main voice.
Yeah.
So he's doing something that's quite normal, right?
Yeah.
Regardless of whether he's included or not, even if we take Bernie Sanders out of the picture, it is typical to have multiple responses in addition to the main response, regardless of what party is delivering the State of the Union. If it was a Democrat, you'd have a main Republican who was chosen to give the main response, and you have other Republicans who issued their own responses too after the main response. In this case, it's a Republican president. And just like other Republican State of the Unions, when the president was not Trump, there was a Democrat on the main stage issuing their response on behalf of the Democratic Party. And then there were other Democrats that would have, I guess, their say or present their response after that main person. This is quite normal. But why is it not normal in this case? Why is it presented as something that's not normal in this case, Will?
Well, the thing that's different is that there's a black woman doing the response, Stacey Abrams. And again, I have to restate that Bernie Sanders, one, is not given the address during Trump's speech. He's not given the speech. He's not given his response during Stacey Abrams' speech. He actually said on Twitter that Stacey Abrams was a fantastic choice, and he is excited to hear what she has to say. But that he is going to be doing his response like he has done the past 2 years.
Wait.
Last year.
And it's not televised, right?
It's not televised. Okay. It's on social media. It's not on the cable news networks. It's not going to be nationally televised or anything like that. Last year, the Democratic response was given by Representative Joe Kennedy III. I don't remember hearing any kind of furor, any kind of criticism, any anger. I don't remember hearing anything about Bernie Sanders doing what he had did the previous year, which was 2016. Oh, no, 2017. 2017. I don't remember hearing anything negative about him doing in 2017, 2018, but 2019, I hear it. And it seems to be as though it's because it's a black woman doing it. Hey, she's got this. You know, black women are going to remember this. You wouldn't just let a black woman speak. Why would it have to be dumbed down to race?
No, not just that. It's like there's this suggestion that his is competing with hers, and it's not.
It's not. It's not at all.
It's not competing.
It's
with,
not at the
like,
same
so when
time.
You're saying,
it's not on network television.
So basically, what she is saying with some of these people on Twitter, a lot of people on Twitter are kind of co-signing, is that let her speak equates to no one else can talk.
No one else can talk.
So that's what it means.
Right.
Let her speak, or let who speak, or let whoever speak equals nobody else should speak at all. Which seems like that just seems like an extravagant expectation. It's unreasonable expectation.
Right.
A trivial expectation.
So it didn't stop with her though. Again, this has been something that there have been many people talking about it. Another one is Amy Siskind, and she said on Twitter, "Why is he talking over the black woman our party chose to speak for us?" And she said again on Twitter, "This is disrespecting black women, the most important and reliable part of our base. He can speak another night. This is Stacey Abrams' night. She was the one the party chose. Nope, this is not his night." I don't understand. Like, you're gonna have political figures far and wide after President Trump's speech. They're gonna be talking after Stacey Abrams' speech. They're gonna be talking on cable news all night long. They're gonna be talking. You know what happens before Stacey Abrams? I believe before Stacey Abrams and President Trump, Kamala Harris is going to make an address.
You know what? I asked you that yesterday. Like I said, what about Kamala Harris and Cory Booker? What about them?
But see, I believe somebody brought up Kamala Harris and was like, well, what about her? I guess you're going to have criticism of her too. And it was Zerlina Maxwell that said, well, hers is before. Nice try.
That's actually worse. That's actually worse.
The whole point is you taking any focus off of Stacey Abrams, right? And especially if you're from the Democratic Party, you're taking attention away from Stacey Abrams. You're kind of, I guess, downplaying her effect or diminishing her effect. So it wouldn't be any different if it's done before or after. This makes no sense. Mark Lamont Hill, who used to be a contributor on CNN, he said, on a historic night for Stacey Abrams and the party, as we enter election season, he could make a different choice. This isn't about his intentions. It's about how his choice is going to be read by the people he needs to secure the nomination. Now that's not as bad as the other criticisms, but it's stupid.
It's stupid. It's a very intellectualized kind of knee-jerk emotional response in support of this nonsense. Like, number one,
you got to appeal to stupid people.
You got to appeal to. That's basically what he's saying. Like, it doesn't matter like the merits of people's outrage. You just have to appeal to it because they're outraged.
Yep. Doesn't matter why they're outraged.
Doesn't matter why.
If it's legitimate or not.
Now, does Bernie Sanders have a job that he? No, I'm saying, does Bernie Sanders have a job right now?
Currently,
what is his job?
He's a United States Senator from Vermont.
Okay, all right, he's a United States Senator from Vermont. So, like, he has a job to talk and engage with people, especially after, like, a State of the Union address, to clarify or clear up some things.
Yeah,
that's
to point out errors in what Trump had to say.
That's his job. His job doesn't magically go away, or his job doesn't cease to exist because there's a black woman delivering the State of the Union address response.
Yeah. If it was offensive, I mean, if this is offensive right now, in that Stacey Abrams is doing it, it would have been offensive that the white guy, Joe Kennedy III, did it young guy. In 2018.
Nobody said move over for the young faces. Nobody said that.
Nobody was offended.
Nobody said like give him his space, give him his time. You're taking away from him.
How does it step on Stacey Abrams if he's not challenging Stacey Abrams? She has her limelight. She's going to be on every single major network. She's going to be on every single one of them. He's not. He's going to be on social media afterwards. Streaming. Like, if you have a problem with it, if you don't want to hear him, if all you want to hear is Trump's, State of the Union address, and then you want to hear the Democratic response, the official response,
then don't watch.
Then don't watch Bernie Sanders whatsoever. How could you be offended that Bernie Sanders is going to continue what he's been doing for the past 2 years? If it is actually offensive to follow up Stacey Abrams' words, what they should do is when she's done, you should cut to some other type of programming on like CNN or MSNBC or something like that. Do some type of, I don't know, some travel programming or something like that. Cooking. They do have some series that are on CNN, I know, that don't really have to do with politics. They have to do with other things. So maybe they should do that, because if anybody actually speaks their mind about what was said that night, that might
anybody,
be
offensive. Again, what are the parameters?
Yeah.
It would have to be anybody that speaks about it after her response should be shunned and ridiculed. Anybody, not just Bernie Sanders.
Of every response that I saw, though, I actually am probably the most disappointed in Mark Lamont Hills, though, because it was, again, on the surface, it wasn't like, yeah, this is like really offensive and he should know better. His comments were like, you're trying to get support from particular people, you should know better. That's pretty much what he was saying. But like, the people that are offended, the people that are actually criticizing Bernie Sanders over this are stupid. They're using an illegitimate talking point to actually hit him with. It's completely phony. It's made out of thin air. If it wasn't an issue in 2018 or 2017, it's damn sure not an issue now. So all you're saying is that, hey, you really do need to kind of appeal to stupid people with stupid arguments.
You got to appeal to stupid people because we really don't have a significant argument against you or to oppose you, so we have to invent something. That's why. When
we're sitting here reading these comments last night, and I responded to a few of them, I'm like, this is the stupidest thing anybody could be offended by. This is complete nonsense. And people are actually like, yeah, say it again, sister. Yeah. We got a whole bunch of, I hate to say it, man. We got a whole bunch of.
Oh, I know.
Silks.
I know.
We got a whole bunch of silks.
I knew you were going to go there.
We got a whole bunch of silks.
We got a whole bunch
responding. Tell them.